just setting this up right now. I'm going to start recording it. That way my computer will save it. I was talking to Jared. I've been in Savannah now for almost 2 years. And so when I first covered the Savannah Bananas, I was like so overwhelmed. I was like, what is this? I was coming from California where I covered minor league baseball there as well, but nothing obviously like this before. So I want to start with just how did you learn about the Savannah Bananas?
Well, actually, I didn't know nothing about them until around 2019. I played in my state championship with my high school, Sly County. I played with them in the state championship my senior year at Grayson Stadium. And I heard my buddies on the team tell me about how they're goofy and they have a good time, but nothing like I experienced with them the past few days.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You're like, what did I sign up for? That being said, I know the Savannah Bananas held tryouts, and at the tryouts, part of it was to be able to show a special talent or skill.
Right.
What was yours?
I can ride a unicycle. I brought it out there. I can flip, do backflips. I can walk on stilts, and just I can have a good time, I reckon.
Well, I'd say so too. How did you learn how to do all of those things?
It's kind of weird. I was 9 years old. I got a unicycle for Christmas. My grandma had it in her mind. She wanted me to ride in the Christmas parade. So in my little town, I was actually riding the unicycle within 2 or 3 hours after I got it. And I won the Christmas parade that year, first place. And I got the stilts the next year, and they have two settings where you can walk kind of short and then all the way up to 42 inches. And whenever I got them that Christmas morning, my parents was like, you want to walk on them short first? I was like, no, we're going all the way. So that's when I realized I could do it. And I used to do a lot of stuff. They used to help me out a lot.
Crazy. So how old would you say that you were when you first learned how to walk on stilts?
Probably 9-10 years old.
And since then, have you continued to do that? Or was that just something that when you went to the trials, you're like, oh, I remember how to do this, so I'll try this again? Or have you like continued to practice throughout your years?
They sat in our shed for the longest. Since I was probably 12, I put them up and I didn't bring them out until about 2 weeks before tryouts, and I'm 20. So they sat up for a long time. The straps were dry rotted and everything. We had to replace a little bit of stuff on them, but It was like all of a sudden I had to get back on them.
So did you practice it all before the tryout?
Before tryouts, no, I didn't. I strapped them on to make sure the straps were there, and other than that, no, that was a first for me for a few years.
Wow, that's incredible. What was the reaction at the tryouts when you were able to go at bat on stilts?
Well, Jesse, he was pushing for it. Like, I was kind of nervous at tryouts, and all the players that were there trying out, they're like jaw dropped. They was just staring and recording. It was definitely something that a lot of them had never seen before, and that's why I felt like it would help me out a lot if I could do that.
And then when you made the team, what was your thoughts on going into the season, just knowing that you were going to be a Savannah Banana?
Like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into, and I didn't really know what to expect because, like I told my parents and my girlfriend the other day, I was like, I've never played in this kind of atmosphere. Like, all the years I played, it was all about being serious, and just stepping out there and doing that, it's really different in a good way, though.
Yeah, you brought up your parents and your girlfriend. Have they made it to a game yet, or do they plan on coming to a game?
Matter of fact, they were there. I stayed with them this weekend in Savannah. They're right there with me.
That's
they
awesome.
Enjoy it.
I bet. And just having, this past game, you guys have played how many times now?
Just one time.
So that was your debut.
That was my first one, right?
How was it?
I was nervous at first coming into the game. Like whenever I was out on the field doing BP and warming up with the guys, I was nervous. But then whenever we started meeting everybody at the gate, I was like, this ain't that bad. When I was riding my unicycle at the gate, I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of kids. Like they all look really happy. I was like, this ain't about how I'm feeling. It's all about them. So once I went up to bat, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have to put aside how I'm feeling, me being nervous, and focus on the fans and how they feel. So
that's awesome. And then you went up at bat. Was that your only at bat?
Yes, ma'am, that was.
Okay. So walk me through what happened at bat.
Okay. Well, I popped out from the dugout. They let me know that I was going in like middle of the inning before, so I could be strapped up after we got 2 outs. And whenever I came out, well, the dugout, I'd say it's maybe 5'10", so like that. And whenever I came out, I'm a little over 9 foot on my stilt, so I had to duck down, and I popped out, and I'm just looking around, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually doing this. And then I go up to bat. My bat's wet from the rain, and I'm drying my hands off, and the only thing I was thinking was, don't fall. And I'm worried because it's been raining a little bit. I was worried the batter's box was going to be slick. And I got in there, and they had just put some quick dry down to dry up a little bit. I got in there, and my footing, it was great. I didn't have to move at all. And then I got hit, and I was like, that's not what I was wanting to happen. I was actually wanting to get a hit, but I'll take what I can get. And then I went to first.
And when you were walking on stilts to first, what was going through your mind between just what had just happened at bat to the fans' reaction to you having to walk to first base, not only on stilts, but in the pouring rain with tough field conditions?
The only thing I could hear was the fans, and that was awesome. Like that's the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. And it was like I said, it was different, but it was in a good way. I really loved it. It was a blessing being able to do that.
You mentioned that you wanted to get a hit, so getting hit by the pitch wasn't planned then, right?
Oh no, ma'am. That I've still got a bruise on my back. It was no way planned.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. And have you, I think from some footage I saw from tryouts, you have successfully hit on stilts before, right?
I can get it out the infield. I'm not going to say I'm a power hitter by no means, but I can hit it out the infield.
I mean, that's still pretty darn impressive, to say the least. Well, that's awesome. Let's see here. I think that's about it. I just wanted to kind of get your reaction and just how all this came to be. So can we expect to see more of you on stilts?
Can't really say. It's kind of secret, but I will be in Mobile. Okay. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, and I did want to ask you, what was your reaction when you saw that this video started going viral?
To be honest, the most likes or views or anything I've ever got was from me posting on Instagram, and that was like 150. So it was huge. I told my grandparents, and they started crying. It's awesome. I've never had nothing like this, so it's really cool.
For the thousands of people that are viewing this video, what do you hope that they take away from it out of all of this?
There's always an opportunity to do something. You just got to make it happen.
That's awesome. Well, good. And my last question for you now is just one more time, just kind of give me your background so people know, where you come from, where you played high school, your town, and your age.
I'm 20 years old. I went to Sly County High School. Our graduating class is like on a good year, 80 people. And I played baseball all the way up to my senior year. And after I graduated, I went straight to work, and I work every day. So being on the Bananas is really like a vacation.
Do you mind me asking what you do for work?
I actually pour concrete every day.
Wow.
Huh. Hard work. Yeah.
Tough. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, that's incredible. Well, I think what you're doing is awesome. I'm so glad you've been able to showcase your talents with the Savannah Bananas, and what you're doing is just bringing so many smiles to so many fans and kids, and it's inspiring. So I can't
That's
wait
what it's
to,
all.
yeah, I can't wait to see more, hopefully, and just enjoy it. I hope you really enjoy it.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Do you have social media like Twitter? Do you have a Twitter account?
I do.
Could you give me your handle?
I don't know. I just made Twitter. What is it?
Here, you can text it to me if you want, if that's easier.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, text me your social media stuff, because I'm gonna post this and I want to make sure I can tag you in it.
Cool, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and then we're gonna put it on the news too, and then I'll send you the link to that as well, so you have it.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Oh, most importantly, can you say your first and last name so I make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly?
Dakota, albritton.
So Albritton, is that right?
Albritton, yes, ma'am.
Albritton, perfect. And the town again?
Ellaville, Georgia, Sly County.
Sly County.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ellaville, can you spell that?
ELLAVILLE.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good. Well, this is awesome. Thanks so much for doing this. I know you've had a long day, so we really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.